I'm at the Samsung store in Hongdae. This is one of just 2 locations in all of Seoul that have launched the Galaxy Z Trifold today, Friday, December the 12th. The only other location is the Gangnam Station location. So this is a different launch than other Samsung products and folds in the past, which have typically been released in all stores. But today, it's only been a couple of stores, so very select release that's being done for this product. Some of the first impressions that I can tell you that the phone version, when you hold the device in your hand as a phone, it feels heavy. It is certainly heavier than any other smartphone that you've ever held in your hand. I would go so far as to say it probably feels twice as heavy. If it might not actually be twice as heavy, but that's how it feels. It feels like it's twice as heavy as a normal smartphone. Now, on the other hand, when it's folded out like a tablet, a 10-inch tablet, it actually feels really light. Go figure that, right? But yeah, when it's folded out, you would expect it to be heavier when it's folded out, but for some reason, it actually feels lighter. It's quite thin. And because of that, if you've got it open as a tablet, playing games or watching videos on the subway or bus, I think it feels great. But when you're holding it in your hand as a smartphone and you're making a phone call or just quickly checking messages and stuff like that, you'll actually notice that it does feel heavy in your hand. And who knows how much heavier it's going to feel based on other cases that you might add on to it. The most interesting thing that I found while being here, looking at the phone, talking to the store personnel, is they do not offer insurance with the Trifold. This is the only item that they have never offered insurance to. So the Z Fold 7 and every other iteration of the Z Fold and Flips, they've always offered insurance. So the fact that you have 2 hinges now, albeit that they close inward to protect the screen, but how many times do you drop your phone in the course of a year, or let's say 2 years, the course of how long you would hope to own this for? How many times do you drop that? And when you eventually do drop it multiple times, and maybe if it starts to glitch, the fact that this is not going to be insured, that it is going to cost you some money to have repairs on that done. How comfortable are you going to feel spending 3.6 million Korean won or $2,500 US roughly to purchase this item, and then know that in the near future you might have to pay extra dollars to have your screen fixed or some of the software or hardware fixed because you've dropped it multiple times? How careful, how stressed are you going to be holding this device in your hand, knowing that it's this expensive and one drop could make it that much more expensive for you to fix it? I thought that was interesting. I don't know if insurance will not be offered everywhere else in the world, but in Korea, there is no insurance being offered on your purchase of the Galaxy Z Trifold. I think that was definitely the most interesting piece of information that I gathered from this. And, if you save $5,000-$10,000 a month or more, then can you afford an item like this? Probably. It's no skin off your nose at that price point, right? But if you are saving less than $1,000 a month, then this is obviously out of your price range and you probably can't afford something like this. But if you're in that $1,000 to $5,000 a month that you save, let's say, then if you're thinking about purchasing this item, there are a lot of interesting factors and practicalities, functionalities that make this nice. The aspect ratio of 16:11 is nice compared to the Z Fold, which is kind of more like a square. So when you're looking at, when you're watching YouTube or looking at a map or scheduling, on the calendar, I think there's a lot of functionality. You can have the triple display for triple apps, looking at 3 different apps at the same time, essentially as if you're using 3 phones at the same time. I think things like that you can notice a difference, and the functionality, I think you do benefit from it. The battery size, 5,600 milliamperes, I think if you're using this as a phone a lot, then you're actually probably going to get better battery time than the Z Fold 7, because the battery is so much bigger. If you're using it strictly as a tablet, then the battery life might be considerably shorter because of the ratio of battery power to the third screen that you're getting compared to the Z Fold 7. But in terms of the battery size, you're having 3 batteries on this compared to 2 with the other Z Folds. And if you're using it more as a phone, so you're just using the back display strictly, then you probably will get even better battery life from this. I think overall, again, the item, the early adopters, the functionality of it, the coolness of it, I think it's great. So long as you can afford it, and so long as you are okay with the possibility of having to pay more money on top of that to have it fixed every now and then if you drop it, if you can't get insurance on it. So something to keep track of. Anyways, my question is, what would you do? Would you buy this? Would this be affordable to you, even if you're only saving, let's say $1,000 to $5,000, if you're saving less than $5,000 a month, is this something that is affordable to you that you can see yourself spending money on? Leave a comment below. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel as well, and we'll see you next time.